We found a way to do it again, huh? We found a way to blow a 14-point lead to a below 500 team at home. The sky's falling, huh? You feeling that? You know what? I had a friend that told me before this game. Either Frank Vogel wants to get unemployment or Anthony Davis needs another summer trip. I may be starting to believe that. Let's talk about it. Sheesh. What's up, Laker fans? You already know who you're talking to. Wally World, baby. We're going to do it again. Lakers lose, Lakers lose, Lakers lose to the Sacramento Kings. Yeah. 3 overtimes. Hey. I know you guys want me to say the sky's falling. I know us Laker fans are losing our minds. I know we are trying to find out every little piece, something that can change, something that can get this team on the right direction. And I want to tell you guys right now, there's nothing we can do but just have time. Time heals all. They say time heals wounds. This team is wounded. They need all the time they can get. Wherever the nearest church is, they need to go and pray together as a unit and pray for guys to be able to play consistent defense. That's all I need. You don't even got to be in there long. Just pray for defense. But before we get to that, we're going to go ahead and do a slight recap. Before this game, LeBron James came and turned into a vintage LeBron, a 2015-2016 LeBron in Indiana, where we got the win, where LeBron got fined for just actually having a little bit of emotion. $15,000, which basically is like $15 at McDonald's for him. We go to Indiana, we handle business. Russell Westbrook plays well. LeBron plays well. AD, but we'll take it. We come out with the win. The final game of the road trip to come back home to this. But here's the deal. We're going to talk about this game. We're going to talk about it from the realistic point of view, because I've already told you guys, I give it to you raw, and I give it to you real, and I give it to you straight. Pause. Again, we got to be able to get to the nitty gritty of what's really going on with this team. Is Frank Vogel on the way out? Do you know there's sources that are saying that Frank Vogel, from all the coaching staffs in the NBA, are saying Frank Vogel days are numbered, like that final warning that you get at your job before they get ready to clip you and give you the pink slip? Ooh, Frank Vogel is in a stench right now. Now, we all can say that there's no blame really to him, because these guys got to go out here and actually execute. And these guys got to actually go out here and have some type of balls. But, hey, guess what? Here we are. But one thing I can say, even through the injuries, the expectations of this team by now in 21 games, we are 10-11. 10-11. I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to try to get you not to jump off the ledge yet. The Miami Heat of 2011 and 2012, they got all the way up to 12-13 before the light bulb came on. And they made a run. And they won. Same thing happened to that same 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers team, who went all the way to the All-Star break and blew up the whole entire team. Even Dwayne Wade had to go. Rose said, you know what, I'm having mental issues. I can't play right now. And he took a break. But somehow, some way, they played the Golden State Warriors in the finals to ultimately win. We all know what happened there.
Instead of saying, why me? They're saying this is what he want me to do. And Cleveland, this is for you. Oh.
So, have we seen this before? Sure. Do we want to see this in LeBron James' 19th season? No. Okay? I've already said that the guys that we brought in was to have LeBron to play less minutes. Not saying it's going to clip him all the way down into the 20s, but at least the low 30s, and he could be able to rest a bit. And it always doesn't have the pressure of him to have to score 20 and 30 points every single night, because we got guys that can at least give us 60 amongst two guys, and the rest of the other guys can contribute. We finally get to the point where we don't want to choke Russell Westbrook, because he's actually in the past 4 or 5 games is starting to understand what he needs to do. He still have mental lapses here and there, but his turnovers are going way down, like the stock market for Krispy Kreme. And now he's understanding that I still can get my points. I just have to pick and choose when to get them. But, and there is a but, we finally have realized that I was right when I said about Bazemore, who barely played. But somehow, some way, we are still allowing DeAndre Jordan to still get these minutes. And while we're doing that, we're going to take a quick drink break for your local sponsors that I don't have. And if you're watching this, children, don't do this. But it may be a time when you get old and you may have to. Mixing a little alcohol or Red Bull, because I need some type of energy to be able to continue on with this for the night. Panic meter. I'm measly 2 of 10. See, you thought I was going to just say, like the regular Laker fans, get rid of everybody. Quit. Let's tank for Chet Holmgren. Let's just go for it all and get the first round pick again, the first pick of the draft. Absolutely not. Chemistry takes time again. You said that with Russell Westbrook. You said he was trash. You said he was terrible. You said he can't shoot and he can't score and he's looking bad. Now you're praising him.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You're now looking at that trade and saying, not really that bad. He gave you triple-double tonight. He's been right around that triple-double for the past 3 or 4 games. My problem is Anthony Davis, okay? Anthony Davis needs to listen to this video at any point and any time that he wants to do this. There is one word I want to say for Anthony Davis. If you want to ask me, how do I feel about Anthony Davis? I'm going to say one word and actually a place. Hollywood. Anthony Davis is playing and acting Hollywood. And I'm not here to knock the people that are from Hollywood or from the surrounding area. I'm saying that he is now not playing aggressive. He's not giving me that Southside Chicago basketball. He's not giving me that down and dirty where you can't play outside because it's the Windy City for a reason. And you're not just shooting jump shots in Chicago because you got to work on your post game because you can score better that way. Not that Anthony Davis. Not Anthony Davis. And I blame us. Because the jump shot of Kobe, he has not stopped shooting jump shots yet. Yet. He has not stopped shooting these jump shots yet. And an old coach used to tell me this. If you can't give me 95% from the free throw line, you don't need to give me 100 3-pointers. It gets worse from there. And somehow, some way, somebody has not knocked on Anthony Davis's door and said, hey, you're not making free throws like you normally would, so why would you go even further to shoot threes? This man had Alex Lynn on him and one of the Kardashians in Tristan Thompson. And this man settled for jump shots instead of blowing by both of those guys with either ball handling or just sheer quickness. He did not want to take the punishment of going to the free throw line, but also take the punishment of getting them in foul trouble. He basically saved the Kings from doing that. Thus, Alex Len shoots a three to get them a lead in overtime. If Anthony Davis do what Anthony Davis do, Anthony Davis would have 25 and almost 16 every single night, and anything over 30 is a bonus for a win. Anthony Davis wants to be a guard so bad it is almost sickening when you have a guy tonight like Monk to give you 20, LeBron to give you his, and Westbrook to give you his, and you're still shooting jump shots. With a DeAndre Jordan that can't catch a ball if it's thrown up, a bounce pass, or a side pass, he's not catching the ball in the paint because I've told you guys, DeAndre Jordan, his whole career is a one-trick pony. And that was years ago for the LA Chokers, okay? It's been a long time. No one's there anymore. DeAndre Jordan was on the bench for Brooklyn for a reason. They didn't even play him when they were playing the Bucks with Giannis and Lopez. They didn't even play him. There's a reason for that. There's a reason. And you're now realizing the reason. But I'm not done with Anthony Davis. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anthony Davis, mid-range and end. That's it. I can allow you to shoot the Kevin Garnett free throw line, elbows. I'm cool with that. But you don't need to shoot threes because what happens is you have nobody now to rebound, or you leave one guy to rebound, or you leave Russell Westbrook to come down and take over your spot and rebound. And now it starts triggering in his head. That's why he's still leaving guards wide open, because he runs to the paint trying to get rebounds that he don't need to get. But if Anthony Davis was doing his job, Anthony Davis would have no reason to have a guard, especially a point guard, going down there to get rebounds. These are simple fundamentals that we're trying not to do. This team still has in their mind that they're ready to switch on the switch whenever it hits. And that's respectable. But when you don't even have your starting lineups that you are comfortable with yet, you don't have the room for that. I'm going to give a little bit of a burn itself to a player that I've been definitely praising and still praises because he's doing what he's supposed to do. And Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, we need you to get a single clue a little bit about defense. Just a taste. Just a little bit. We need you to be focused to understand that this game is in overtime and you cannot not pay attention to the defender cutting you off on the inbounds pass from out of bounds to start the play up. You can't not have that. Those are mental lapses. And I told you guys the biggest thing is going to be getting guys who have been the man on their teams their whole career to now play as one unit. It's going to be harder than you've ever seen before. And this is an older team. And sometimes you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You just sometimes have to just teach the dogs how to do what they do with the tricks that they already know. And this is where I go to Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel is not even running offense. This team is not even running sets until they are losing, where they have to call a timeout to set up a play. I don't even know what we're doing. The whole goal and purpose for us as fans thinking that they were going to do a lot of pick and rolls And they're just literally crowding the paint because they don't even know how to do a pick and roll. LeBron James, if you did not notice in this game, he did reach for that groin. Be mindful of that. That groin is definitely getting him a problem. And groins are just like hammies. They feel good, but when they go back out, they hurt. And this takes them forever to get right. And really, it takes almost a whole season to get a groin to heal properly. Even to not be twingy. So be mindful of that. Because ever since LeBron James stepped foot in LA, he's had a growing problem. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see him sit again. Knock on wood. And as Anthony Davis now has to be able to take over this role. What's making me very, very, from 1 to 2, 3 back to 2, staying at 2, in that panic meter is because Anthony Davis has to prove to the Laker franchise that I am willing to take over the role. You got your big money. It's time for you to level up and take over the role. We understand that players get old and they can't go back to their old selves. If that was the case, DeMarcus Cousins wished to God he can get back to being a Sacramento King. But we all know injuries and situations don't have you to be that way. And age. But Anthony Davis has to even give us a glimpse of why New Orleans was afraid to let him go. And that was him dominating in the paint and literally doing whatever he wanted when he wanted in the paint. You have a guard that comes downhill and can't be stopped. Just roll to the basket. This is where I keep constantly telling you guys that you have to play Dwight Howard at this point. Because that's the only chemistry that you have from big to big. Frank Vogel understands this because he's had him as a coach. You haven't had DeAndre Jordan as a coach. Dwight Howard was playing more minutes in Philly last year than DeAndre Jordan was in Brooklyn last year. That is terrible evaluation from the coaches. That is like Marc Gasol getting all those minutes at the beginning when he didn't even deserve it. This is why I'm starting to believe that Frank Vogel wants to implement his way and he doesn't know how to innovate to other things if things doesn't work. It took him forever to tell Bazemore he's not it. It took him forever to actually let Monk play more. It's taking him too long to figure these things out. And I'm starting to figure out on the plane, on the bus, no one's watching film. Because I distinctly told you guys in previous videos and podcast episodes that our problem will be the guards. This team will lose and not make it to the promised land that we expect because of guard play. And I mean that by defending. I need somebody to check out Fox's numbers. And I'm going to have them right now. See them? Good. Now, I'm going to show you Buddy Hield's numbers now. This is off the bench. And not to mention, Buddy Hield had 10 points going into the fourth. Like, he had a terrible performance. He was being shut down. And they finally took their foot off the gas, like the Lakers have been doing all season, to only let him loose. You got to remember, this is the same Buddy Hield that probably was at home in the Bahamas, smiling because he just knew he was getting traded to the Lakers, to now show them why they messed up. And he didn't show anything. He wasn't guarding anybody neither. And I see why the Kings are like, nah, we're going to leave you on this bench. He can't guard anybody neither. But when he lights it up, he lights it up. But really, It's the lack of mental discipline on this team. And that goes from your coaches. Your team only plays as well as your coach coaches. Chemistry and attitude comes from coaching staffs. Frank Vogel keeps his arm crossed on the sideline, and so does the Lakers right now. I told you guys this is LeBron's team. I told you he's the coach. I told you everything goes through him. I told you. It's happened. LeBron James' whole career. David Blatt, Tyronn Lue, rings a bell. Can we say it's pretty much right on the wall that David Fizdale is going to be the coach, the interim coach? Remember I say these things. Melo, give us an ounce of defense. Give us an ounce of hitting the floor. Give us something. Can DeAndre Jordan get off the floor as fast as he gets on it and be right beside Bazemore? The two new guys just sit there and talk about your careers. Anthony Davis, I need you to be Chicago, Anthony Davis, not Hollywood. LeBron James, I need you. We understand that you have gotten a better shot this year. You have worked on your jump shot. But we need ball movement now than ever before. Ball movement. Because the shooters that we have are movement shooters. Monk, Ellington. Everybody says Ellington's bad. He's not making threes because we're making him stand in the corner like KCP. And he's not that type of shooter. And I know this because I'm from North Carolina and I'm a Tar Heel fan. So I know who Wayne Ellington is. Off screens, off movement. Catch and shoot on fast breaks. As you've seen tonight. He's not the guy that you stand in the corner like KCP and Danny Green, which is another Tar Heel. And I know Danny Green didn't do that neither in Tar Heel Nation. They need to move. These are Roy Williams products. They move. They have to move. Shoot the ball on the move. I don't coaching. This is almost to the point of I won a championship and I'm just stubborn because my way works. Instead of understanding your way really didn't work. You just had complimentary guys in 2019 that actually knew how to play ball on all levels. And every guy was a defensive guy sometime in their career. Rondo, Danny Green, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. Those are all defenders in their careers. They've been in the top tier of defense in their careers at some point. And now you have guys like Monk, who is not a defender, but he's a scorer. So now you guys have to play defense like ever before with LeBron, AD, Russ, all you guys, because you have to cover him. See, and I'm going to give you a little small thing, because a lot of you going to say, well, how can you cover a person that doesn't play defense? Like Allen Iverson didn't play defense in Philadelphia, and they crowded him with McKee and Snow and Dallenberg and all of those. And Mutombo, Tyrone Hill. Yeah, they put defenders around him so he could just score. Just a little knowledge. So now we're here with Monk, that is a young guy, but they have to demand that thing within them. LeBron James can't demand anything in Monk when he's not doing it himself, because if you go back to Miami, LeBron demanded a lot out of Mario Chalmers, but he ain't doing it now because he know he's not even performing well on the defensive end. We're putting ourselves in bad positions of turning the ball over. This is where coaches say you're getting too cute. We love ball movement and trying to share the ball, but it has to be fluent. Passing the ball here, up in the air, passing here, passing it back. Ooh, get it back. That shows that you guys, you take it hot potato. It's not a hot potato movement. There's like 2 possessions I've seen in this game where the ball moved from one side of the court to the other side of the court for an open jump shot for Carmelo Anthony. I think I've seen it once. It has to move fluently, and it still looked kind of off. But all this passing and going to the corner, when everybody, even at a YMCA, know you don't pass the ball to the corner unless you're ready to shoot. You don't pass it there to try to start an offense. Move the ball. These half-court throws, these are things that are fundamentals that you don't do. Malik Monk can't take a dribble one hand across the court when you need that possession. It's just certain things. They don't have any sense of urgency. And I've told you guys, if they don't have a sense of urgency, neither should we. And that's why my panic meter is at 2 out of 10. They understand that this is going to be an embarrassment if they don't make it. They understand that this is an embarrassment if they're in the play-in. Worse than what they were last year. They understand that if they don't even make it to the playoffs, boy, but it'll never happen because they'll all be traded off before that. Now, I'm going to say this and I'm going to limb on this because I've been hearing a lot about this as well. The rumors of trading Russell Westbrook for John Wall. I'm going to say this for you guys that are saying that, and I love you as Laker fans, but I'm going to say it. Shut up.
Boy, if you don't...
It don't even make sense. The money matches, but why, oh why, would Houston take Russell Westbrook back to get John Wall? This is not us trying to deal with girlfriends and trying to figure out, oh, I messed up. Can I get her back on Valentine's Day? That's not how the business works. Why would I want Russell back in Houston with younger guys when he wanted to leave Washington because they were young? And Washington, with the lineup and the roster last year, is better than Houston now. And he came to LA to win. Houston know that they're stuck with John Wall. They're stuck with him. And they're not going to play him. They're going to hope to trade him in the offseason when he has one more year left on his deal. Hopefully. And probably trade him with a few picks that they'll have because they're going to be terrible this year. It's a business. Stop with that just to try to get clicks. I hate you guys that do that. What about John Wall for Westbrook? Why? Westbrook is giving you almost triple doubles now. You think the Lakers are going to let that go? Even with John Wall shooting better, they both play similar, but John Wall's not giving you triple doubles.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
And John Wall is not even willing to restructure the contract for next year, where you might can be able to get Westbrook down the line to do it because of his age and that he's from there. Stop. Be realistic. Stop asking for clicks. It's annoying. Now, if you want authentic and real, you come here to La La Laker, because we gonna give it to you like that. Straight real. We have to find a niche. Meaning, if you have the mismatch tonight, it is your world. If Westbrook can go by his defender every time, it's his world tonight. If LeBron can take advantage of who he has, it's his world tonight. Same for AD. But everybody, you take a shot, you take a shot, you take a shot too, like we're playing horse, you're going to be the horse. And I mean the donkey, the ass. But, as I sit here on the East Coast at a whopping 1:55 in the morning after a Laker game, I still say they have time. Moves will be made, but not now. Moves will be made, but not now. And even if you think on the business aspect, the best person that we can get rid of is THT and Nunn. Nunn hasn't played yet. THT has shown enough, but he's 21 years old yesterday on Thanksgiving. 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 21 years Do you really want to get rid of that to get some guy that's going to be a bum on somebody's team that's not even getting any burn? Think about that. They're not going to get rid of just the whole house because it's THT. It's not even a household name yet. So you're going to get some mid-tier guy at best, and you're going to lose out because THT's future is way brighter. THT's future is brighter than a Josh Hart. Where has he been? Y'all heard him? He was in that trade. He was in that trade too. So, again, I say, relax. It's hurting right now because of our expectations and us being spoiled. If you want to build something, you got to build it. This Lakers team has a mentality that we're all vets, and it doesn't matter where we are as long as we're not in the play-in. And if we are in the play-in, we can make our way through. But as long as we're not in the play-in, we could be 7th or 6th seed, and we can just run it. The sense of desperation hasn't locked in. The sense of desperation didn't lock in with Cleveland until later. It didn't do the same thing with Miami until later. But they have to find a way to complement the big three, and everybody else is a plus. And until they figure that out, Malik Monk won't be jacking up so many shots, and all the rest of those guys that are not the big three. The ball should be in the big three's hands. It's just like you would be if you was at the park. You got top three guys. A lot of you play 2K22. A lot of you got play in the park. Some of you don't play with guys that are 72s overall and don't play with 84s overall, but you can go build your team up and get a whole bunch of 96s on the court. It's the same thing. You got 3 96s on the court in their position. Let them handle the ball and everybody else go and compliment. But DeAndre Jordan, please give me Dwight Howard. Please. I think Dwight Howard will get the crowd involved. He actually will try to defend. He actually will not be bullied. And he actually can catch and shoot free throws, surprisingly, better than DeAndre Jordan. What more do you need? What more do you need? Unless you are Frank Vogel. And on that note, La La Laker out. Give me my theme music.